All right, hey everybody. So it is just a couple days before Race the Wolf Trail Marathon here in our hometown of Sandpoint, Idaho. And I figured I would show you guys everything that I'm going to be eating and taking with me on the course, sort of the fueling and the hydration strategy. So the race, it's a trail marathon. There's a lot of climbing, I think almost 7,000 feet. So it should take between 5 and 6 hours to complete. So I'll be bringing 6 hours worth of food with me. And all of that is in PEP products, and it's all laid out right here. So I'm kind of gonna go over what I did, what are the carbs, what's the liters of hydration, and what's the sodium intake that I'm planning to do. So right here, this is the first half of the marathon. And then there's a drop bag at the midpoint aid station where I'll have this stuff. So that's for the second half of the marathon. So for the first half, I have 3 pet pouches with Race lemon lime flavor in there. There's 3 scoops in each one. So that's 90 grams of carbohydrates in each pouch. In the hydration bladder here, I have 1.5 liters of water. And I have also 3 scoops of pep powder in there. And for my hydration, I really like the Race Unflavored. I like to mix the Race Unflavored with water. This is a really mild taste. So then, when you look at this, just here, that's 120 grams carbs per hour between what's in here. In addition to that, in my bladder, I also have 3 teaspoons of our Hydrate Extra Strength electrolytes. So that's an additional 15 milligrams of sodium. So between the sodium in here and the sodium in the pep powders, I'm targeting 1,700 milligrams of sodium per hour. I'm a heavy sweater and a really salty sweater, so my sodium needs are pretty high. As far as your personal sodium needs, that's very individual. So you kind of have to figure that out, do a sweat test, do a trial and error. But for me, about 1,700 milligrams of sodium per hour is what I need. And besides this, I also have these 2 empty flasks. And they're empty, and they just have 1 scoop, so 30 grams of carbs of Race Unflavored. And so I'm bringing these with me if I feel like I can eat more. If I do consume these, then they will take me to 140 grams of carbs per hour. So if I'm feeling good and the calories are going in, at the very minimum, I'll do 120, but I may go up to 140. And also, as far as the hydration, the liquids intake, it's gonna really depend on the weather. We have had pretty nice weather, like 70, 80 degrees, pretty summery weather, but there's a cold front coming in. So the temps are supposed to be in the 40s, mid 40s, and rain. So it's gonna be pretty interesting to see. I'll definitely try to consume at least 1 liter of liquid per hour. So even if it's cold, for my hydration needs, I'm gonna shoot for 1 liter or 32 ounces of water or liquid per hour. And that's why I have these empty flasks too, so that I can fill them in at aid stations as needed. And right here in the second half, that's pretty similar. Also 3 pouches, 90 grams of carbs in each. The flavor is Race Raspberry. One thing that's different about these pouches is that I have a serving 1/8 of a teaspoon of pep caffeine, which I unfortunately don't have the baggie here for. Well, I'll show you guys next time. So there's about a cup of coffee in each one of these as far as caffeine goes, about 90 milligrams of caffeine in each pouch. So for the second half, where strategic caffeine intake can really help improve the focus so that you can keep pushing, as well as being more focused, especially on the technical downhills. That's where I like to use caffeine. A lot of people do. It's kind of a big thing this year. So there's a cup of coffee in each one of these. Same thing right here. We got 90 grams of carbs from the Race Unflavored. We got 1,500 milligrams of additional sodium from the Extra Hydrate. And then I have these 2 empty flasks that are with me. And each one has 30 grams of carbs, which is 1 scoop of the Race Unflavored. And that's just to help me get to 140 grams of carbs per hour if I'm feeling good. And also, of course, to help me put more water in and fill at aid stations so that I can achieve at least that 1 liter of liquid per hour. Ta-da!